Treyarch just fixed the Black Ops 6 Zombies HUD. It's still not perfect, but this is a massive improvement, and is really good news. As you know, one of the biggest complaints about Black Ops 6 Zombies has been the HUD, as it looks very similar to multiplayer, Warzone, the campaign, pretty much all of the other modes, very similar to what we've had in Cold War, Vanguard, and Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. People are also annoyed that there's a mini-map, as well as the compass, etc. The customizable HUD was one of the big things that Treyarch revealed at the initial Black Ops 6 Direct event, and of course you can do it in multiplayer Warzone as well, it's not just exclusive to Zombies. However, when they initially revealed that we would be getting a customizable HUD, they made it sound like it would be fully customizable and you can move literally anything to anywhere you want, as well as remove anything you don't want. However, when we got the actual description of the customizable HUD revealed, as well as what you've been able to do in the beta, it is not fully customizable like they were making out at the initial event, and instead there are just a load of different presets that you can choose from. And whilst yes, in Zombies there are presets that will remove the mini-map, as well as remove the compass and all of these other things that you might not want to see on screen, the actual description they revealed did not reveal a fully customizable HUD. Now, another big complaint has not just been regarding the mini-map, but people also don't like the XP icons, as well as the health bars, the medals, etc. All of these things that flash on screen, some people just don't want any of that. Apparently all of this stuff can be turned off though, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But this is the big news that has come out regarding the HUD. It seems that Treyarch, yes, are indeed working on a fully customizable HUD editor. So myself and many others were very confused when the information about the HUD was released, because we thought it was going to be fully customizable, but then that was contradicted by the description they actually gave us. So it's good that it seems like Treyarch, yes, are actually working on this, and we can put this to rest. However, it's something they are still currently working on and is unfinished. Within the builds that people were playing of Liberty Falls, apparently they were only able to select the default HUD. They were not able to change it to any of the other presets, otherwise it would crash the game. I'm hoping that was an outdated version, an outdated build specifically for Call of Duty Next, and they've already fixed and ironed out most of these bugs, and by launch in a couple months, this is fully solved. However, they are working on a fully customizable HUD. Jackson over on Twitter has managed to modify the game over on PC to be able to access it early. This will literally allow you to position anything on screen to wherever you want. It will also allow you to change the opacity to make things transparent, as well as you are able to adjust the colors. So I have to assume this is going to be in Zombies as well. And like I said, this is not the perfect ideal scenario. Of course, we would like to have a zombie stylized HUD like we had in Black Ops 3, or like we had in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, all of the other ones. Very simple, cool HUDs. However, if you are actually able to remove and position anything to wherever you want, as well as you are able to change the colors, if you adjust the colors, you can make it look more Zombies themed. For example, you can have a HUD that doesn't have a mini-map, doesn't have all of these things flashing on screen, doesn't have a compass, etc. And then the ones for stuff that you actually need to have information for, such as your health, your ammunition, your field upgrade, etc., you can turn them all to red, or purple, or some other color. And that would suit Zombies a lot more, and you can even change it depending on whichever map you play. For example, maybe orange looks better on Liberty Falls, and then a green or a blue might look better on Terminus. So I think this is a big answer to a lot of the complaints regarding the customizable HUD. Whilst yes, it's not an ideal scenario, this still fixes a lot of those problems. However, I still think that Treyarch should consider having Black Ops 3's HUD physically in the game, because as you know, there is a Black Ops 3 preset you can select, which basically just positions everything on the HUD where they were in Black Ops 3's. However, it is the same HUD. It's not actually Black Ops 3's HUD. It's not stylized in any way. It's the exact same one, just positioned differently. So I really hope that Treyarch do indeed add Black Ops 3's actual HUD to the game, even if it's just for this preset. Give players the choice depending on which one they want to play with. Please Treyarch, this would fix so many of the complaints, and always adding more options for players to choose from is always a good thing, providing accessibility and choice. People have actually managed to edit the games to create their own Black Ops 3 inspired HUDs, and you can see that the gameplay looks so much better with them. People have also made their own fan-made HUDs, and you can see once again just how much better they look. Liberty Falls, for example, looks miles better with a customizable HUD. The HUD is a massive problem in the game. Some people say, oh, it's just a HUD, it doesn't matter, the gameplay matters the most. And whilst I agree the gameplay is very important, of course the HUD matters. It's something you are always looking at and is going to impact the atmosphere of the maps. Black Ops 4's HUD was terrible, and it was one of the biggest complaints for that game, and I honestly think it was one of the biggest mistakes. You might say it's just a HUD, it's not that big of a deal, but it clearly impacts the experience a lot because so many people are complaining about it. People wouldn't be complaining if it wasn't a big deal. Now, considering the fact that this is unfinished, I'm hoping, praying that this is actually ready for launch, and I guess this kind of explains the discrepancy between when the direct event was initially revealed. They basically said it was fully customizable, but when they released the blog describing it, they then basically said you can just select set presets. I'm guessing at the initial direct event they wanted to have this fully customizable HUD, but then it kind of hasn't been ready in time, and hopefully it's something they are still working on, and then this is going to be ready for launch. If it's not ready for launch, I'm hoping it's just something that comes soon after post-launch. And also, you're able to play with no HUD at all. Of course, you're going to be disadvantaged not having things that can help you and assist you, but at the same time, if you want a challenge or if you just want to do that for atmospheric reasons, you can. The last thing I want to talk about in this video is not at all regarding the HUD itself, but it's regarding some DLC perks. So as you know, within the Liberty Falls gameplay, on the Wonder Fizz machine, there were 2 slots free for future perks to come. Now, Treyarch have already hinted that Mule Kick is probably going to be coming post-launch, as the YouTubers who played Terminus early asked if Mule Kick is going to be coming, to which they said not on Terminus, implying it will be coming on a future map. Now, in Black Ops Cold War, of course, the Wonder Fizz also had spare slots at launch, and all of them were then filled post-launch. So there might only just be 2 DLC perks for Black Ops 6 Zombies. It's also possible that the Wonder Fizz is just unfinished and there's going to be more slots available, or it's possible they don't stick to the amount of slots they have free on the Wonder Fizz, but I'm only saying that because they did in Cold War Zombies. So I'm hoping we do see more than 2 perks, but there have been 2 other perks found in the files of the game, which are Death Perception, which was of course a perk that we had in Cold War Zombies, a new one for that game, which would allow you to see objects and items through walls. It was especially helpful in Outbreak and for looting crates, etc. And the other one that has been found is Vulture, which was a perk from Black Ops 2, which would allow you to get money from fallen zombies, I believe, extra cash. I believe you could also get more ammunition, and there was also the meat sting zombies that would spawn in, that if you would go in them, you would be immune from the zombies for a split second. Now, they did add some of these abilities to the Mule Kick tier upgrades in Cold War Zombies. Now, of course, we don't have the tier upgrades returning in this game. However, we have augments, which are very similar, allowing you to have a minor and major augment for every item in the game, perks, field upgrades, etc. And some perks are basically reformatted in the form of augments. And the thing is, both Death Perception and Vulture allow you to see through walls and see items, so it's literally the same ability. So why would they have 2 perks that do the same thing unless only one of them actually has that effect, probably being Death Perception, and then maybe they give a new ability to Vulture. And also because of the augments, there's going to be some new effects there that you can choose from. Potentially they'll have Tombstone as an augment for Vulture. So yeah, right now there's been 2 found in the files, and then we also probably are going to be seeing Mule Kick. I have to assume maybe Tombstone will return at some point as well. Kevin Drew talked about how people didn't really like Tombstone, of course, and it is possible that they want to rework Tombstone so that people actually like it again, or maybe it's just not going to return at all because people didn't like it. I wonder if they could even incorporate some of the Tombstone effects into Vulture. I mean, with the meat sting, it would kind of allow you to be immune from the zombies, to allow you to save yourself if you're about to die. So I guess it kind of is similar to Tombstone in a way. But yeah, I wonder how they incorporate the augments for these perks. But like I said, maybe these perks are not coming. This is just from the files of the game. It could be cancelled content. It could be something they're working on, but they didn't get quite right. And like I say, there's only been 2 perks found in the Wonder Fizz. They might be doing more than that. It's very well possible. And also, they could potentially be doing perks that are exclusive to maps. So there's always only going to be 2 extra ones added, but maybe there's only going to be some perks available on some maps like they used to have back in the day instead of all of them. Personally, I wouldn't like that as much, but I guess then it would make some maps feel more unique if there's only specific perks on them, and then they can create some perks that may only be as useful on specific maps. I mean, the quote before about Mule Kick as well kind of implies that potentially it could only be available on specific maps, maybe not on Terminus. I assume when new perks are added, they're just going to be added onto the Wonder Fizz on all maps without having the machine added, and they're going to be on all of the old maps just like they were in Cold War Zombies. But I guess there's the potential that maybe some maps are not added into the Wonder Fizz if they're added as DLC perks on all old maps, and maybe they're going to be exclusive to specific maps. I guess it is possible that Treyarch misspoke regarding the Mule Kick quote as well, and maybe these are the 2 perks that are going to be releasing. We will have to wait and see. But yeah, that's all of the information I wanted to go over in this video. Let me know all of your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. I really hope that we do see a Black Ops 3 inspired HUD, but I do think that this customizable HUD really answers a lot of those questions. But without further ado, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not for latest and great Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.